Hello, all of my lovelies, all the ladies, all the gentlemen, boys and the girls, the grandmas and the grandpas, the aunts and the uncles, the cousins, the sisters and the brothers and the unicorns. Just today, well, actually yesterday, that was the day before today. I, you know what? I just bought this hank of Sari ribbon, and it was quite pricey, but I bought it anyway. Because I needed it. And I had never had any Sari ribbon because I don't know why, because I just didn't. And so but I see where people use the Sari ribbon for many things. So I felt like if everybody else has it, I should have it too. Because I was using just plain, ordinary scraps of fabric to, wrap around my bracelets and do little things that I wanted to do for my bohemian little artsy things that I do. And so, since I was just using scraps of fabric, I thought, well, I don't just want to be a scrappy, even though I'm Scrappin' Lizzie. I wanted to have some real stuff. And so I got some Sari ribbon. Sorry. And I like it. Don't get me wrong. It's awesome, but it's a lot of different pieces stitched together to make one long 60-yard strand of Sari ribbon. So there's some thick pieces or wide pieces and some narrow pieces and different kind of fabrics, actually. Some of the fabrics are a little heavier than other fabrics, and some are silky fabrics, and some are not real silky fabrics, and they're just different. They're just different. So then I decided to do a little bit of research. So I started looking up onto websites about Sari fabrics, and I looked up on Sari making, on the making, and I even watched some videos that I couldn't understand one word of it, but I watched it anyway, where they were making Sari fabrics, and where they actually hand weave the Sari fabrics. Oh my gosh, were they awesome. But anyway, what I come to conclude after watching, that's a pretty good word, isn't it? Conclude. After watching these videos and reading on these little things and watching the documentaries on Sari fabrics and Sari building and Sari whatever, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I just thought that would fit in there. I thought, well, because I'm thinking, okay, Sari ribbon, there must be a fabric called Sari fabric. But that's not exactly what Sari fabric means. It doesn't mean the fabric is Sari fabric. It means that it is fabric that they make saris out of. That's what I learned after my research. But I'm 68 years old. I don't know. It might have just went over my head, and I think I know. But it just so happened that I have these set of sheets, and they was give to me, and I put them on my bed and one time, and the fabric, it wouldn't, they would, by the morning time, my sheet was like, my bottom fitted sheet was like wadded up in the middle of the bed. I do wiggle and waggle a lot when I sleep. I do rolling up, really. But usually I use flannel sheets. I like flannel. Even in the middle of the summer, I like flannel sheets. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, and it's probably too much information anyway. But these sheets, and I said, I ain't never using them sheets no more. And so they've been just folded up in my closet. I just wasn't going to use them no more because, Lord have mercy, I don't want to have to, well, I don't make my bed anyway. The hubster does that for me, but I don't feel like he should have to strip my whole bed and make my whole bed up just because I got the sheet all wadded up right in the middle of the bed. So I said, I don't like them sheets. They almost felt silky. Well, reading on the tag, the tag, it said that it is 100% polyester. Now, I'm not sure what 100% polyester, but I thought polyester is some kind of plastic. I don't know. But anyway, so let me tell you what I did. First of all, this here, just a minute, let me take it out of the package. Let me tell you, this is what I did yesterday. This was the bottom sheet. This was the bottom sheet. It is now ribbon. It is so silky and smooth and smells good because I used that what is that Suavitel softener, fabric softener. It smells good. But anyway, this was the sheet. It is now Sari ribbon. Maybe not Sari ribbon because they may not make it completely out of they may never use polyester. I don't know. But it is so silky and smooth. I love it. And so, see, and see how the edges are just like, they just like frayed real pretty. And I think it is awesome as heck. Awesome as heck. And then, and the threads are weird. I saved the threads because, see, I pulled the threads off of the edges. And even the threads are kind of weird. This is all threads that I pulled off of the edges of those strips of fabric. I'm going to use this. I mean, you could never use it as a thread. Because you just pull on it and it just pulls apart like cotton candy. But I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this with my Solvay, and I'm going to make a journal cover out of that. So that won't go to waste. So the bottom sheet is this like a mauve color. Mauve, I think it's called mauve. It's like a mauve color. So smooth and silky and nice. And the top sheet now, see, just this morning I started tearing apart the top sheet. The top sheet is, it's like got like flowers on it, or leaves and flowers, but it's, it kind of blends right in. But once you start pulling that apart, you just take a little nip off of there, and then you just and rip it. That's the length of the sheet then. So you get a pretty doggone long piece. What it's about 1, 2, you get about 3 yards of fabric of a ribbon. Now, and then you could rip it as thin or as narrow or as wide as you want to rip it. And then see how you get all these little threads. So I just pulled these threads off. And they're not even like threads. Like I said, it's like almost like a cotton candy. It's so this is 100% polyester. Whatever the schmuck they make that out of, I don't know. Because I'll have to research polyester now. But it's really, it feels like, I was telling my husband last night, I said it feels almost like silk. Because it's very fine and thin and lightweight, and so I figure I might even look at the thrift shops and see if I can find any of these sheets, because I'm sure if anybody ever bought any, they'd give them away, they'd throw them away or something, because they won't stay on the bed because they're so slick, So anyway, that's what I just wanted to share, that little bit of knowledge. I don't know if it's good knowledge. It might be good knowledge. But if you've got any of them stupid sheets in your closet that you can't use because they're dorky because they won't stay on the bed, you can. And I'm going to use this stuff. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to be able to make like oh, I still love my Sari ribbon. No, don't you get me wrong there. This is not going to totally replace it. But I can make like what do you call them? Little fringy things. There's a lot I can make out of these. There's a lot I can make with these. I can just everything I use, straight anything I would use Sari ribbon for. I would I'll probably still order Sari ribbon because you can get such great colors, and I like them great colors. And this gives me only just this here mauve and this here unmauve, mauve-ish stuff. And so I don't get two colors out of these. But maybe if somebody else makes some, we could swap and have different colors. But yeah, that and see how it just so much of this pulls off, and then leaves the edges to be frayed. But tassels, that's the word I was looking for. You can make tassels out of this stuff. I don't know if you could dye it. I just thought about that. Now see my pinkish mauvish over there. That probably has to stay pinkish and mauvish. But this one, because it's mostly white or kind of an ecru color, I wonder if I sprayed this. I'm gonna play with it. I play with things. It just for me everything in arm's reach is a toy, and I can play with it. And so, but I'm thinking that okay, I just get to thinking. Well, anyway, I'm not going to keep you because that's all I wanted to tell you today. I don't think I've ever made a 12-minute video before. They've always been much longer than that. Excuse my hair, it's wet still. But it's purple. It's purple. Like the purple people eater. Okay, that's all I have. Oh, wait. Don't leave yet. I got to get my cards. Even though it's only a 12-minute video. Now it's a 12.5-minute video. I got to get my cards. Because I got to get these 1, 2, 3. 3 cards. I can count to 3. One day I'm going to learn to count to 4 and I'll read you 4 of them. But right now I can only count to 3. Okay. I am willing to change and grow. When I am ready to make positive changes in my life, I attract whatever I need to help me. That is positive affirmation number 1 for today. Ooh, here you go. I am worth loving. I am. Okay. At least 3 times a day, I stand with my arms wide open and I say, I am willing to let the love in. It is safe to let the love in. So you do that. You let the love in. At least 3 times a day, you just stand there in the middle of the floor, wherever you're at, and you say, I am ready to let the love in. Okay. Okay, here we go. I open new doors to life. I open new doors to life. My spiritual growth comes to me in ways I don't quite expect. I know I am always safe. I know I am always safe. I feel safe all the time. Most of the time. Can I tell you something really silly, though? Can I tell you something? The hubster and I don't usually watch the news. I don't usually watch the news. We don't watch the news, period. We don't hardly ever turn on. I don't think we've had that TV on since we had the hurricane. We turned that on just to see where the hurricane was. And we don't watch the news. And I feel safer if I don't watch the news. If I do hear about something, if somebody says, oh, did you hear about? And so here lately there was a mass shooting in a church. And I heard about that, and that just absolutely tore me apart for days. Just tore me apart for days to think that somebody would walk into a church and take innocent lives of children and elderly and everybody in between. And that just tore me up. It just tore me up for days. It just, I mean, I still think about it. It just hurts so bad. And you know, and here it says, I know I am always safe. The other day, husband and I we went over to Wendy's and we had lunch. Well, first we went to the Goodwill, of course, and then we went to Wendy's and had lunch. But as I'm sitting in there and we're having lunch, I'm watching the people walk in, and I'm kind of looking to see if they're carrying a machine gun. Because that's the way my mind goes, you know. When I'm home, I feel safe. I feel safe in my home. I mean, I don't even have to lock the doors, and I feel safe when I'm at home. But now sometimes I go out and I don't feel safe because of this stuff that we hear going on. And I do also know that there is more good in the world than there is bad. But for some reason, you know, we hear about the bad. We don't hear so much about the good. And so we hear about the bad, and then that just, it makes me feel so horrible, so bad, and so sad for so many people. I mean, even sad for the shooter and his family or her family, because I think, what happened to that person that made that person have to go feel like that person had to do that? And then that person's family that has to live with knowing that their family member, you know, so I feel bad for every one of them, every last one of them. And and so yeah, when I read this now, it says, see, this is one that I have to really study on, because it says, I open new doors to life. My spiritual growth comes to me in ways I don't quite expect. I know I am always safe. Now that one, I have to give that some thought. I have to give that some thought. And if y'all can help me with that one, you all help me with that one. But that's my 3 positive affirmations for today. And maybe it's the word safe. Maybe it's the word safe that I'm having a problem with right now. I don't know, but that one was kind of interesting, and that kind of triggered some thoughts and memories. But anyhow, that's it. That's the 3 positive affirmations today. Sorry about that last one, but no, I'm not sorry about that. I try not to be sorry about things. But anyhow, I want to just tell you that thank you for watching, and that I want to tell you that I love you all very, very much, and I wish that God will watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and please have a good day and come back to see me on the next video. Thank you for stopping by. I love you.